Welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Show, and I am Robert Gatewood, your host. We are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good of marketing gospel. We're not saving souls, we're saving businesses, saving jobs, saving our community. Now, if I happen to save a soul along the way, don't hold that against me. We'll just call that icing on the cake. Now, the mission at Marketing Pulpit Show is to build strong businesses in our community so that we can put our people to work. And we do that with business development, job creation, and service. So if you ever find yourself in a business crossroads and not sure which way to turn, just turn on the Marketing Pulpit Show because we're on a mission. The show is broadcast live from the illustrious Radio 1 studio. Good morning and welcome to the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host, and we are here every Friday bringing you the good marketing gospel. I'm just glad to be here on another day. Make sure everything is working here. Everything seems to be in working order. And I'm Robert Gatewood, and I am a business developer by trade. And I'm also the host of the Marketing Pulpit radio show. I'm also an adjunct professor. I'm an author, work in the government space, and I am fulfilling my purpose of building businesses and putting people to work. And thank you for joining us on this final show of 2024. That's right. This is it. This is our bon voyage for 2024. We're getting ready to go into 2025. And I'm just glad to have made this journey and made it out of another year. Well, I haven't made it yet, but if all goes well, I will be looking to see everybody in 2025. You can watch the show by going to marketingpulpit.com. You can watch the show right on the homepage. You can also watch us on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and Instagram. And thank you again for tuning in. Got an exciting show today. We're always talking about, man, we get down to the wire, and sometimes you haven't fulfilled those goals, and you say, oh, man, let me just go ahead and pack it in and I'll do better next year. But guess what? There's such a thing as a Hail Mary. A few weeks ago, I was watching football and I saw this game between Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. And this guy, Jalen Daniels, he threw a Hail Mary on the last play of the game, just when everybody thought things were over. And guess what? The guy caught the ball in the end zone. Game over. So it's never too late. So I'm going to talk about today how you, as a business owner, if you feel like you're about to throw in the towel and say, hey, it's too late, I'm telling you it's not too late. There is such a thing as a Hail Mary. And so, and they do work. Good morning, Platinum. Thank you for joining us this morning. So we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to invite you also, don't forget about the event coming up on the 28th of December. We're going to be celebrating 15 years with our sponsor, BLE Executive Suites. And that's going to be from 7 o'clock in the evening to 11 o'clock. And I will be there emceeing Miss Bernadette Clay and her group, Miss Bernadette, Langston, and Eddie. That's the BLE mother and the two sons. That's what the company is named after. They're celebrating 15 years, which is quite a milestone. Glad to have played a role in that. We've been working with them for almost since their inception, and they've been working with us and supporting this show. So it's been a great partnership. Thank you again. We're also going to have the Gatewood brothers going to be there. My brother's going to be coming up for the big event. So it's going to be quite an event. You can still register. Go to marketingpulpit.com. You'll see a banner on the right side. Just drop your name in there and come on out and celebrate with us. Looking forward to having a great time. I want to thank our sponsors throughout the year. People like DLive Scan, Fingerprints, and Passports, and Notary Services. People like BLE, people like Attorney Bradley Thomas, people like Gerald Brown, people like Platinum, people who just supported the show. And we have been steadfast and resolute to making sure this message gets out here. Doesn't matter how many people are listening, whether it's thousands, hundreds, or millions, as long as we impact somebody in 2024 and beyond, then our work has not been in vain. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody in 2025. And so thank you again to everybody, sponsors, supporters, clients, people that just come in, drop in every now and to share the show and the like. And people, some people come in and some come and some go. You don't have to be here every week, but we know you, we feel you, and the viewership has just continued to increase. Sometimes it wanes, sometimes it goes up and goes down, but that's okay. Uh, and thank you, Platinum, for the kind words. And if anybody want to tune in today, just go to the get on Facebook and YouTube and just drop in your comments. Be glad to share them today. And we're going to be talking about later in the show about Hail Mary, some of the things that you can do at this last minute. It's at the 11th hour. The clock is almost ticked out. But the Washington Commanders showed us that it's never too late. As long as you have hope and vision and believe you can do it, just don't give up. You cannot give up. Can't be because of your health. Can't be because of your money. Can't be because of your friends have turned their backs on you. It can't be because of anything. As long as you believe you can do it, and Hail Mary is possible. And good morning, Mr. Brown. Thank you for joining us. He's very, very, very loyal supporter. And Mr. Brown, he said he's going to be out there on coming out on next Saturday. Looking forward to seeing him. And so thanks again. This is our farewell show for 2024. We're going to be busy next week getting ready for the big event and just getting ready for 2025 in general. So I just want to take this time to thank everybody, people who've been just so pivotal in the success of this show. I'm just going to call out a few names. If I forget anybody, believe it was charged up to my heart, to my brain, not my heart. People like Bradley Thomas, Gerald Brown, Platinum, BLE, Bowie Innovation Center, who became a big client this year, Taxes and All Services, Attorney Carmese Graves Law, Mr. Millie Fuller, National Association of Minority Contractors, Ms. Rosalind Stiles, and she's quite a lady over there. The Washington Ear, Reverend Ray Razor, Sensory 3, Good Neighbor, Mr. Tom Alston, HBCU Leggins, and the name goes on and on and on. See, Brandley, the model, she's been supportive over the years. And then just the viewers, people that have just tuned in and week out. Even my classmates down in North Carolina where I went to school, I've just seen them tuning in from time to time. People like Pat and Ron and Mimi, Faye, Jackie, Kathy, George, Rat, and the rest of them, and any stakeholder that has contributed to this show over the years. And then, of course, my loving family who have always been supportive. Just thank everybody who has contributed to the success of this show. And going into 2025, I look forward and I pray for everybody. I wish everybody well. Whatever you're going through, just know it's going to be okay. 2025. I mean, Hail Mary don't just apply to business success. If you have anything that's ailing you, with its health, with its finances, there is hope. And sometimes that Hail Mary might come in the form of a prayer, might come in the form of just being grateful and showing gratitude to others. So don't ever just give up. There's always hope. There's always hope. There's always hope. If we believe. Let's talk about, of course, the quick items in the news. We're going to jump into our sermon. It's going to be a long show today. I want to get on here and just personally, because I was going to I had already queued up a rerun show for today. I said, man, what else can I add to all the things I've said this year already? But I couldn't do it. I mean, I came in and really put this show together at the last minute because I wanted to say a personal thank you to all the people that have contributed to the show this year and past years. And like Platinum said, keep hope alive. I think Rev Jackson, one of the phrases he used to use a lot, and I really believe in that. Because there's sometimes you feel like there is no hope. Sometimes you feel like things are just turning against you. Sometimes you notice when misfortune comes, it comes in pairs and comes in bunches, batches. You get one misfortune and one right on the heel of it. Whether it's financial, whether it's health-wise, whether it's social, whether it's personal, business, they come in lots. But I also noticed that good fortune does the same thing. So just because you have that patch, that rough patch, I think Dr. Charles Price says, no matter how dark the night, I believe in the coming of the morning. Another somebody else said that the darkest hour comes before day. Some people say there's a light at the end of the tunnel. However you want to put it, do not give up hope. Keep that hope alive. And that's going to be the theme of the show today. And then if you're a person who believes that, then it's like the Washington Commanders did a few weeks ago. Throw that Hail Mary, and sometimes miracles happen. Quick item in the news: Starbucks and Amazon are engaged in a strike. You know what I learned about this? This is what I'm thinking. We've had this election, recently, and a lot of people have been very disappointed. They feel like things just not going to go their way. They just can't wait for the next 4 years. They talk about leaving the country and this, that, the other. Once again, keep hope alive. However, if things didn't go your way, keep hope alive, and there is justice is in the universe. It's hard to get justice out of people. Justice is a higher power. And so when I see things like these strikes, Amazon and Starbucks, I mean, I'm not endorsing it one way or the other, but I'm saying that people have a tendency, justice, the arc of justice, it's like a pendulum, it swings. One day things don't go your way, next day they don't. You look at all these billionaires who seem to be running everything, but those billionaires still have to respond to the people. They didn't become billionaires by themselves. So you're going to see these little acts of what do you call it? Resistance to what's happening. And it's not to take away from people who have made a lot of money and done well in life, but we always have to remember how we got there. And when we forget, sometimes there's a price to pay. So the Starbucks in Los Angeles, Chicago, Seattle will begin a 5-day strike on Friday. That's today, the union announced. And the Starbucks Workers Union, which represents workers at 500 stores, said the walkouts will spread to other cities over the coming weeks as it pushes for better wages and other conditions. We shouldn't be having a discussion about working conditions and wages when CEOs are making more money than they've ever made. Stockholders are making more money than they've ever made. You got to pass that money down to the workers. Amazon is also under the throes of a strike. About 9,000 workers at 7 Amazon facilities have walked off the job. My gift's not going to show up on time. You know, the strike now is a double-edged sword. You can't be rooting for the strike and then looking out the window for your gifts. Hey, wait a minute. I ordered that 2 days ago. Mr. Brown said, thank you for being his marketing company. Mr. Brown, all I'm going to say is thank you for being the ideal. If being supportive and loyal was a person, then Mr. Brown is it. You look up loyal in the dictionary, and there's probably a picture of Mr. Brown. He is the embodiment of loyal and support. He has supported every endeavor I've been ventured upon, and that's why I'm more than happy and proud to be his marketing company, as I have with many others. And looking forward to some great things in 2025. Let's talk about our topics for today. Before I get in, let me just do them in this order. First of all, let's talk about some things I want you to leave behind in 2024 and some things I want you to carry forward. This is, can you believe today is December 20th? About 10, 11 days remaining in this year. So in 2024, what I want you to do is to leave behind people that have just been negative and unsupportive. I don't mean kick them out of your life, but you can't have them involved in your company. You want to bring positive people along with you. And people who just seem to be just zap up your energy and drain your energy. You want to be around people that give you more energy, that pump you up. Every time you see them, they're ready to go. Boom, boom, let's go, let's go. Wake up, get up, let's go do this. You don't need drama going into 2024. Leave those drama people behind. You want some peacemakers. You need that peace of mind. Okay? Same thing with people who are toxic. Leave them. Can't have those in your business. It's gonna hurt you. You need supported people. And those lazy folks that always procrastinate and say it can't be done, man, that's gonna rub off on you eventually. You gotta leave them behind. You need the go-getters, people who are ready to go. Let's do this. Pessimists, the same thing. Oh, we tried that before. I tried that a few years ago. It just can't be done. Well, it's a new day. It's a new landscape. You need people who are saying it can be done. You need optimists around you. Gossips, people that's spreading rumors, and if they're bringing gossip to you, they're gossiping about you too. Just know that. Honest communicators. You don't need these self-centered people. It's all about them. Everything is about them. No, you want people who are open and empathetic and can see the love and hurt and pain and joy in others. Closed-minded people. It's either their way or the highway. It's going to hurt you, I'm telling you. You need open-minded people. People that have emotional intelligence. And people who are judgmental. Just nitpicking everybody and everything. You got to accept people the way they are. You can work with them. They can work with you. So just give me some ideas of some people you might want to surround yourself with going into 2024. Let me do a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the Hail Mary. We're going to talk about why it's not too late. It's the 11th hour. The clock is ticking down. You had already thrown in the towel, gone to bed. Well, let's just try it again in 25. 2024 is over. So we got 10 days. That can be a lifetime. Sometimes it can be a lifesaver. It can be a lifeline. Hang on a second. We're going to come back in a minute. This is the Marketing Pulpit. Robert Gate with your host. And let's do a quick break. We are toasting in a new year of opportunities. Toasting in a new year of opportunities. Even if you had a great year in 2024, let's make 2025 better than that. Don't rest on your laurels. There's an old Chinese proverb that says business ownership, success, projects, it's like a bicycle. If you don't move forward, it's going to fall over. You just can't sit up. It's going to fall over if you don't move forward. So that's what I'm going to advise us as we go into 2025. Keep moving. Let's talk about this Hail Mary. The Hail Mary's expression really has a religious underpinning, the Catholic faith, but it has also an expression when people say you do something at the last minute, a desperate attempt. to salvage a situation where you're just about giving up hope. And so many business owners, sometimes we throw in the towel a little early. Sales was down in 2024. Things were worse than they were in 2023. You've lost a big account. One of your primary staff left you. Landlord raised your rent. You might even think about throwing in the towel. Now, sometimes, let's be honest now, sometimes you just got to go ahead and punt and try again. But let's not be hasty. I'll tell you some things you can do as a business owner. Some Hail Marys that you can throw at this last hour. It might salvage your year. Keep things moving and get you ready for 2025. First thing I want you to do is heavy up on the gratitude. Thank the people that did do the right thing in 2024 for you. Show them appreciation. You can't thank them enough. Sometimes that show of gratitude can be just what you need at that last hour. For that last contract to come through, that employee decide to stick around, that landlord to extend your lease. Gratitude. So thank you. I appreciate you. Even if you're mad at them, like turn that frown to a smile. Now, what you might do this time of year also, if you feel like the year is almost lost anyway, what's going to hurt you by offering some deep discounts? Offer some deep discounts to get those people back into your good graces. Just call it the cost of promotion, marketing costs. Go ahead and get you a cut back somewhere else, but go ahead and offer some discounts to get some of those people back. Now, you can't give away the shop, but sometimes this time of year, people are just looking for specials, and they're trying to plan their own new year. And sometimes your service may just be the ticket that they're looking for this time of year. Now, you have some favorite people in your list. Some people who just hung in there with you. Rain, shine, the lifetime value is great. Reach out to them personally, not to sell them something. Reach out to them personally with an email, with a phone call. You might even offer them a special incentive. Send them a gift. That gesture sometimes can turn the tide. Falls back under that gratitude. This might be a good time also to spiff up your image. Sometimes your image is just not fitting the times. If you've been, your people see you as this high rolling, this baller. Sometimes that people say, look, that lady got enough money. I need to keep my little pennies. They're doing so well, they don't even need me. Sometimes you may have to tone it down a little bit. Okay? Let the natural you shine through. Be authentic. Sometimes that brand could need a little dusting up, shaking up. Let people see the real you. This is a good time of year to do that. Sometimes it can make a difference. Network. Get out here, dust off that elevator pitch. Get you a Blink app, BLINQ. Pull those business cards out the drawer that you tucked away. This time of year, there's a lot of parties, there's a lot of events and activities going on. And as I tell you when I say network, it's not to sell. It's to get out here and say, how can I help you? What can I do for you? And this is the optimum time to do it. You got that nice suit you got last year for Christmas. You haven't been out. You're working from home. You're watching all this activity on social media. Get out there. Get out there and pass out some cards and let people know that you are still in the game. People are saying like, wait, where's Robert? I haven't seen him since Buck was a calf. Well, I was getting back out there. I went to an event back in a few weeks ago over at the Bowie Innovation Center at the overdue recognition art gallery. Man, I didn't realize how impactful networking could be. I wasn't trying to sell anything, but people just running up to you, where you been, how you doing, I'll see you on social media, and let people out there and see you. Get on out here, rub some shoulders. And this is, you need those partnerships going into 2025. And the best way to reach partnerships and stakeholders for the success of a business is through networking. And stakeholders be contractors, joint venturers, suppliers, contractors, funders, and clients. So that networking can be a great Hail Mary. Get on out there, and this is a great time of year to do it. You might host a special event online. Do you have a Zoom account, StreamYard, WebEx? Go out here and do yourself a little live stream. Because when you do that, like when you do, let's say you do an Instagram live. When you do an Instagram live, your followers, you light up on the screen. That little light that comes on. They say, hey, there's Robert. Where you been? Let people know you still in the game. So do a little online event, a live broadcast. Let people know you still around. You still kicking. Okay? We're talking about Hail Marys. This game not over yet. You just warm it up. Social media. If you're not on it, I'm not going to try to force you, twitch your arm to get on it. But if you're on it, boost. Go find some of your favorite posts that you did in 2024 or 2023. And repurpose. Do it again. Boost it. Give it a new title, a new headline. Give it some context. Go ahead and drop you a few bucks on that post. I do that a lot. I find a post that was successful and it's still here racking my brain this time of year when I'm thinking about turkey and dressing and opening gifts. I'm not as creative as I was maybe this summer, but I might can take that summer post, give it a new title, some new context, not only repurpose it and run it again, but drop a few coins behind it and start putting yourself back in front of people. Some of those people will share your content. Some will follow you, and some may become clients. So let's get busy. Get that social media. Put it to work for you. Also, let's look at maybe revamping your marketing efforts in general. Of course, this is coming from a marketing guy. What is somebody going to say, right? But think about the 4 P's of marketing: product, promotion, price, and place. How can you turn the knob on each one? Okay. Promotion. We already gave you some ideas on social media networking. Place, mean distribution channels, right? You might have a standalone shop. How about home delivery? How about downloads? How about all kind of ways to get that product to people in a more efficient manner and reach a wider audience? Price. Take a look at price. Offer some buy one, get one free this time of year. Half price, first time customer discounts. So tighten up your marketing efforts this time of year. It's a great Hail Mary. It might get you results. Look at your website. Make sure it's optimized. Check out those keywords. SEO. Pay-per-click. Let's drive people to that website. And what I want you to do also, stay motivated. We've been talking mindset this year, particularly the last part of the year. You've got to stay motivated. You've got to be pushing forward. You've got to know that every sale counts. Every hand that you shake is a potential customer. You've got to embrace that spirit of gratitude, of reciprocity. That could be your biggest Hail Mary, your mindset. Change that mindset. Be positive. And if all else fails, okay, you've thrown a Hail Mary. Let's say you didn't catch the ball, but just the fact that you made an attempt It helps that mindset. It builds momentum. It gives you that can-do attitude. I refuse to give up. It's certain things I just kicked out of my vocabulary. Things like being negative, things like giving up, throwing in the towel. And as long as there's life in my body, I'm going to keep trying. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're at the end of the year. It's the fourth quarter. There's 2 seconds on the clock, but you have the ball in your hand. What are you going to do with it? Lay on it? Or toss that sucker into the end zone? And there's hope if you believe. So get out here, dust off that other pitch. Put on that suit, that dress, shine those shoes. Tighten up that social media account. Look at those 4 P's of marketing. Get that can-do attitude. The game's not over yet. There's still time. All right. Thanks again, everybody. You guys have been great. And I'll tell you, boy, when I look at the love that comes in, see Sister Colette down in Florida, a great supporter. I want to thank her. Sister's a Eta Phi Beta sorority. They just invited me to be on one of their panels coming up in the spring. Thank you, sisters. I'm going to talk about communication. I'm going to be one of the panelists. Merry Christmas. Sister Jackson. Should I call it Dr. Jackson? Great sister. We got people all over the country tune in to this show. Support. And it's really not, I'm more about, I picked this up somewhere. I'm going to give you a tip going into 2025. And it goes back to the networking concept. Take some of the emphasis off yourself and put it on helping and advancing others. And the spirit of reciprocity is real. And reciprocity means you do something for somebody, it comes back to you. I tell folks when they go out networking, you don't have to ask for a business card. You offer your card and watch how many people will give you theirs. Same thing applies in just about every aspect of business. You give of yourself, and if sincere and heartfelt, it will come back to you in return. So that's my advice going into 2025. We need this, particularly in this time. Some people are hurting. Some people are facing layoffs. Some people are facing health issues and challenges. And if you got it going on, I say more power to you. But let's spread it around. It's worked for me. I feel blessed. I'm not lacking. I'm sure it's because I've been generous with my time, my resources. This show is a good example of that. Nobody pays me to sit up here. This is given because I have a genuine compassion for my community, for business owners, for people who've been bold enough to take the step, coming out here trying to build a business, because we need that in our community. We need it desperately. A time is coming, and sooner than we expect, where we're going to have to support ourselves and each other. We're not going to be able to rely on the government or any institution. We're going to have to rely on each other. And that is what the Marketing Pulpit is about. That's my mission, is to build these businesses so we can put our people to work. And when we do that, it solves a multitude of ills that plague our community. We shouldn't have to go to other communities in search of work, search of products. It's a monumental task, but everybody has a role to play. No gesture is too small. Sometimes a gesture can be just as small as liking somebody's page or sharing their information. But do something. Take some of this information, take some of this emphasis off yourself. Let's put it on others. And it's amazing what we can accomplish as a community if we're working in concert. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tune out for 2024. Thanks again. Thank you, everybody. Hope to see you all in 2025. Looking forward to it. Love you all. And as I always say, as I end these show, if you want to be successful, you have to do these 3 things. Do the right thing, do it at the right time, and you have to do it right. Enough talk. Let's get to work.